Hi guys, take two. I literally was just starting this video. But so actually that might be perfect because then I'm not rambling as much. But anyways, so today I wanted to come on and just do a short little exercise with you guys. It's called London Bridge is Falling Down. You can use it in times where you're struggling with uh, experiencing clarity in your day-to-day life or in a situation that you've had previously, and it basically helps you to separate facts from your perception, basically, because I know for me personally, I have a hard time with that, especially when it comes to individuals, because I feel like people don't really come with a set like you can never gauge 100% what a person or who a person is, and that creates a lot of anxiety for me. And so it takes me a little bit of time to know like my feelings around the situation, and I just take a little bit of time slow processing. As a person who has ADHD, actually been diagnosed, a person who suspects they have autism, and a person who has a lot of trauma. So the like I said, it's called London Bridges Falling Down. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a scenario that you've experienced or are experiencing currently that's causing you a lot of anxiety, and you are having a hard time detangling all the different perceptions that you're experiencing, or all the different information that you're receiving. So for me, it could be something like, and I'm just gonna say like something just very quickly, just to not make it too complex. But for example, like, oh, I went to the store and I had an interaction with the person, the cashier, and I feel like she didn't like me because she gave me a certain look, and the way she talked to me felt like very condescending, whatever have you. It's just a very it was an experience that made me feel not safe. And so what I would do is I literally, sorry, my nose ring is like irritating me. You literally take a piece of paper and you write down everything. So I would write down everything I just said, probably in more details. I would say what she was wearing, the look she had on her face, if that was something that was like extremely alarming to me because I couldn't figure out what it meant, the way she was standing, how she was talking to me. Was it abrasive? Was it, all of the odds and ends of it, all the thoughts that were happening at that time, all the things that basically made me come to the conclusion that she maybe did not like me. And then once I'm done doing that, I get a pencil. I get the same pencil, obviously. I don't know why I said that. You you then have this whole thing, this whole outline of what happened, and then you cross out the things that you did not necessarily explicitly hear from this person. So that would be something like, she did not like me. That would be crossed out. She, the look said she was judging me for, whatever, just all these different things that I basically put onto the situation. I hope that makes sense. And to me, that's the fun part, because to me, it kind of feels cathartic, because it's like Xing out those beliefs to a degree, you know. So you would literally scratch it out, and then by the time you're done, what you have is just the facts, which is you went to the store, you were getting rung up by the cashier, she had an expression on her face, her tone was maybe, it didn't necessarily say that it was like happy or nice or whatever, and then you left, you know. So that's the facts, that's your baseline to work with. So once you have that, you just are like, okay, these are the facts, and you leave it as the facts. So then what you have from the scratched out section is the thoughts that you have about yourself, or the beliefs that you came to a conclusion about from past experiences, probably, or yeah, probably past experiences, because I don't think as a child you would just have all these different ideas about yourself. Those have to come from somewhere. And so what you do is you look at all those things. So you'd be like, she was being judgmental towards me. Oh, yeah. Okay. So what made you feel she was being judgmental? What was she being judgmental about? Has this happened before? Who gave you that feeling of being judged? You know, you would write down all those different things, and you would get really clear about getting to the root of it. And in doing so, what happens is you have the things that you need to work on, or feel into. And I know that's like hard for a lot of us, especially those of us who have alexithymia. But I find like just sitting with that experience, obviously, even if it's just anxiety, you sit with the anxiety. What does it make you feel? Why does it make you feel unsafe? Like get to, like I said, the root of it, and then you get to dismantle that and say to yourself, it's okay to feel these things, but, oh, not but, because it's an and situation. I find most of the times with these experiences, it's okay to feel these things, and I am okay. I don't need to keep this particular idea about myself that has nothing to do with me. Whatever was going on in her world is her world, and this is mine, and I get to choose how I experience myself. And I find, especially for me, and I still have my moments where this is a thing for me, that I don't know how to experience myself but through other people, because I've been in so many parts of my life told that I wasn't allowed to experience myself in a certain way, and it created a lot of anxiety. Yeah, it creates a lot of anxiety for me, because I feel like I'm constantly wrong. And so you just keep doing these things as many times as you need to, with as many of these beliefs you have about yourself, until you get to a point where you start to trust yourself more and start to like yourself more for being you. And you then allow yourself that space. Whether you choose to share those things with other people is completely up to you, but at least for yourself, giving yourself that capacity to be the most you can be, and loving yourself for that, is the most important thing. And yeah, it just, the more you do it, the more you find yourself holding yourself in a certain type of light of appreciation for those things. But yeah, I just really wanted to come on here really quickly and do that. I generally would have like all these things like mapped out and stuff for you guys. So I hope I'm not rambling too much. And if you have any questions, then please let me know. Maybe I can like actually do an actual scenario for you guys of something that I've experienced, and then maybe drop it in the community tab if you guys want. But like I said, it's a really it doesn't have to be so long, or you get to play with it in the way that you want to make it yours. I think that's pretty much it. I will try to do another video soon. I've been kind of going through a burnout, so I really just wanted to do this really quickly because I know like I never know what my energy level is gonna be like, but I felt very inspired to bring this up after watching another fellow YouTuber. Her name is Dana. I can't remember her. Dana Anderson, I believe it is. Talk about all she feels is anxiety, and I just wanted to share it in case it might be helpful to other people. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing well, and yeah, take care.